welcome back. You may have seen him on NBC's hit The Blacklist, Man of Steel, or one of a dozen other high-profile projects. Today, we're keeping it 100 with actor and lifelong Bears fan, Harry Lennix. Harry, thanks so much for joining us.
It's great to be with you all. Thank you, Shannon.
We're so happy to have you here. Now, I know you reside in New York, so what brings you to Chicago?
Well, I announced the opening of the Lily and Marcy Center for the Performing Arts. It'll be about 2 years before we open it up, but it's going to be on the south side of Chicago where I grew up. I'm very proud to represent the south side of Chicago, and we're going to bring the culture back to the community.
That's awesome.
We love that. Now, we see your sweatshirt over there, Northwestern alum. So is our dear Corey here.
You see, they put the Northwestern guys next to each other for a reason, baby. I got backup today. So Gabe, come correct, baby.
Okay, my bad.
Okay, so while they're all here, like living in their glory, your Wildcats struggling on the football field. What is going on?
Well, I guess it's a local pandemic. I guess a lot of the Illinois teams are having a tough time. Although Illinois did pretty good the other day.
Yeah.
But Northwestern is it's a much better conference. It's even bigger than the 10 teams now, right? Like, it's about 12 teams. So when you have these kinds of powerhouse organizations and systems, you're going to have to make some adjustments, and I think we will.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing they got to do is quarterback position. That's something that's been struggling. You talked about a theme with the Bears, with Northwestern, so they need to get some production out of the QB this weekend. They play Iowa tomorrow. I'm going to be at that game, so if you're on TV, pan in on me. Hopefully, cheering for the team. Hopefully, I'm excited. So
he doesn't get enough airtime.
Bring the good luck. He's going to bring the good luck. That's
exactly.
what he's going to do.
We got Iowa. We got Iowa. So don't worry about that.
So lifelong Bears fan, Harry, huh?
Yes, I remember the days of, of course, the best football player who ever played the game, Walter Payton.
Sweetness.
Sweetness, of course, I was around with McMahon. But even before then, we had, great teams back then. Bob Abellini, maybe not the greatest football quarterback of all time, but I remember him. And I went to one game in my life as a young man. We couldn't really sneak into the games like we wanted to, but I watched on Sunday television all the time.
So you only been to one game. You going to stay till Sunday and go to the Chargers game?
No, I'm afraid I have to go back to New York, although my heart will be in Los Angeles. Are they playing in Los Angeles?
No, they're playing here in Chicago.
And then we're going to kill them. Hopefully it'll be really cold and then we won't know what to do.
I'm actually interested so you've been a lifelong Bears fan. You've seen so many teams throughout your years. What are your thoughts on the 2019 Chicago Bears?
Well, I did a little brushing up, Gabriel. I was able to find out, of course, I watched them on Sundays when they are televised. But being in New York, I see a lot of the Giants. I see some of the Jets. That said, I know we're 3-3 like we were last year at this time. And I'm hoping that we can find some of that mojo that got us to lose only one game in the rest of the regular season that year. I think it can happen. Trubisky's a great athlete. I think he needs a little bit better protection with the O-line and that. I know you guys know a lot more about that than I, but I think that he's got all the tools that are necessary. They're still a great team. They still have a lot of potential. That division, is a little tough this year. Green Bay's doing quite well. But I think that there's always a chance.
Spoken like a true Bears fan.
I know.
I said the same thing.
Give some of that mojo.
Right? Well, you got to tell us. So you're heading back. You're here opening the Performance Center, which is amazing. It's going to bring a lot of good to the South Side, so that's exciting. But what else are you doing? Are you in the middle of filming The Blacklist right now? What else do you got going on?
We're more or less smack dab in the middle. We're almost halfway through. We do 22 episodes, which is quite a lot on television these days. Most television shows do like 13, some even 9, 6, but we do 22. And the fact that we've been on this long has been good for a couple of reasons. One, it's the longest job I've ever had. I've thrown away more money in the last 5 years. But that said, we also get a chance to really develop and go deep dives into these characters that we've gotten to know. So I love shooting in New York, but I tell you, there's no place like home. I wish they could shoot it here.
Maybe spin-off. Maybe spin-off.
Right.
And bring it here to Chicago.
Let's do it. You be in it?
Hey, I'm in. I've always wanted to get acting under my belt. So I'm in.
I need to be on that show. Right?
Hey,
get on there.
You're too good looking, Corey. I'm not like anywhere near me. You take my job.
Harry, thanks so much for the time. We appreciate you being here.
It's great to be with you.
All right, stick around. Coming up next, it's time for The Blitz. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back on Bears Unleashed.